Now that you finally have one win at home, how nice would it be to walk off the field Sunday with a second straight win?
It feel real good. To trying to get a win streak started at home, and then just to end off the home season, the right way for the fans to get us to win at home, and be able to be explosive on offense and be able to stop people on defense.
What do you think about Chim being named a Pro Bowler?
Awesome for him. Truly happy for him and Jeff. Especially Chim. The way he takes care of his body after all the hits, that he take on special teams and as a receiver. He's somebody who deserves it, and I can't, wait to, see him do his thing.
You said that the pride you have just in the way you and the rookie class have been able to impact this team, especially in the 3 wins that you guys did.
For sure. And a lot of us, we were blessed to come in and, make a substantial amount, to the offense and on the defense with Femi. And, we know that we're going to have to be the guys to, step up. And, that's what we pride ourselves on as a rookie class, is being there, when people need us the most and, making plays for our teammates.
Nick Holmes said that Sunday was probably not only your best game statistically, but he said when he went back and watched the film that it was probably your best from a mechanics and footwork standpoint too. Do you agree with that? And what do you feel like, if so, what do you feel like led to that?
Who said that?
Nick Holmes.
Yeah. And he's somebody who I think takes the information that not only myself gives him, but just the other players around him to help put us in the best position. And I think just, what he's done for me, just learning more about the game, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think that's why we're able to, get, just stat-wise, where we want to get to.
The offense camps are relative to you and the other young guys being so productive right now towards the end of the season. How do you think that the success that you guys are having now can maybe be a building block for the future as you look ahead?
I think it'd be good because you get to see what guys can do early. You get a sense of, their first year, what they're really good at, and what we also got to work on. So it's been highs and lows throughout the whole season for, each player on this team. And that's the best thing about it. As we start to, get better individually and get better playing together, we start to just know, the little things, what we have to do to continue to be successful.
How's your relationship with what you think you're good at evolved over the course of the season? Are there things that maybe you thought you were good at that you struggled with, or something that you didn't think you knew you could do and you figured out? Are there areas like that coming up?
I think it's both. It's things I got to improve on. It's things that that I'm good at that I think we should do more of. And every week, we continuously do that for myself in the other rooms. And we just got to continue to emphasize what we have to and keep playing clean football.
How do you go about expressing the things that you think should be added without overstepping those things?
Just continue to give them my feedback on what I see as on the field and what I know, just what I'm good at and what I should do. And then just continue to, be open to, learning new things and trying to, get better at the things I'm not good at.
In the early part of the season, you talked a lot about continuity after being at 3 schools and everything and how much you wished for it here. Obviously, it's not happening to the degree that you were talking about then with Brian gone. But with a new coach coming in, do you think it might be a good idea for them to consider keeping some kind of link between what you have going on now and what's to come?
I think it'd be a good idea, just because some of, not only myself, but the other guys on offense are already used to some of this, and it'll just be nothing but building on it for next year. But at the end of the day, we always have to be open to what the new guy's bringing in. And he's coming here for a reason, and I'm gonna get behind him and learn the playbook that I have to learn. And be open to him hearing me out on what I like too.
What's your relationship like with Bo, and how much has that grown since the beginning of the season and since he took over the play call?
Well, it's been real good, especially from a feedback standpoint. Someone who's been in multiple rooms with different quarterbacks, whether it's old or young guys, calling plays for old and young guys, then also just, seeing the player's point of view. So I think the best thing about Bo is that, he just always stays even keeled throughout the game, always consistently wanted to know what I want to run during the game, and then what I see on film. And it's just me and him continue to build on our relationship and make more plays.
Cam, did your paths cross at all pre-draft with Tyler Shuck, who's now with the Saints and starting for them?
Yes, ma'am. Got a chance to play against him in college. real good quarterback. Throwing the ball, winning from the pocket. Got a chance to be around him in the draft. So he's a fun guy to watch. He's someone that I've always rooted for. And I'm excited that we get a chance to go against each other.
Cam, you've always been more process-driven than numbers-driven, but you were sitting on 7 touchdowns through 12 weeks. Having 6 the last 3, has that removed some weight from your shoulders?
Not really. I've thrown for a lot of yards previously in years. I passed for a lot of yards. I threw a lot of touchdowns. So, I mean, for me, it's more just, I just got to be consistent. Got to do what I need to do to win football games. Put my teammates in a good situation to, help themselves. And really just, keep playing clean football on offense like we've been doing.
And how much more prepared are you now to handle pressure than when you were early in the season? Like when you know pressure's coming, you have a plan of what you're going to do to handle it.
I think I got more prepared each and every week. The beginning of the year is the hardest because the defense doesn't put out all the pressures like that just because of the amount of games. Then you just got to continue to, watch him on the DC's background, see what he can do at certain times of the game. But I think every week, I get coached up to handle each and every pressure, whether it's in the call or whether I have to get something, off my head. And then just continue to, put the ball in my playmakers' hands.
Over the last 3 weeks or so, Cam, what effect if any, have you seen the offense's production have on the team, like during the game? Like when you guys are starting to score more consistently, what do you see out of the team as a whole during the game?
Just the rhythm. Getting in and out of huddle, getting to the line, snapping the ball, and just continuously playing with the swag and the rhythm that you have to play with. Whether it's a negative play or a explosive play, we've all, got to the mindset of we know something's bad going to happen at some point, but we got to be able to overcome it. If you can't overcome bad things, then at the end of the day, you're going to always play from behind the sticks and not have a chance to score a lot of points.
People have used that, like a phrase, arm arrogance, when they describe some of the throws you made, like the one to Chim. What do you think of that phrase, and at what point, like, where did you get that confidence to make those type of throws? Because those are actually different from a lot of what other quarterbacks do.
Just did it forever. Y'all have seen it, working out here, doing crazy stuff with the receivers at the end of practice, just working on scramble drill, and really just not caring. I think that's what got me to this point, if not really caring when and how to throw the football, whether it's a wide window or a small window. So you just got to continue to, know your receivers, put them in right situations, and give them a catchable ball.
You're fifth.
What, Jeffrey? You got a question?
Can I get a touchdown this week?
To you? To you? Yeah, you gotta report.
I ain't worried about it. Don't answer.
Don't worry, Jeff.
Just be the Grinch. It's Christmas time, man. You gotta be the Grinch.
Merry Christmas, Jeff.
You're fifth in the league in pass attempts. Does that surprise you that you're that high up on the list as a rookie quarterback, throwing the ball that many times?
No, if it's up to me, I want to be first every year. So I pride myself on throwing the football. I think I'm one of the best, throwers of the football. I got a lot of work to do to continue to prove myself up there. But I want to be first in passing attempts every year. I have the receiving core to do it, I have the offensive line to do it. But you also got to have that balance of, running the ball, getting playmakers like Tony and Tajay, they carries. And, just finding out, what everybody's good at and playing, complementary football.
How much you looking forward to Christmas? You ever spend Christmas with your family?
I'm real looking forward to it. I haven't spent Christmas with my family. Let me see. I've been football every year. It's probably been like 2 years, I would say. Last year I had football at a bowl game. So, it's fun, to be with them or without them because I'm always on the phone with them. Whether it's my little cousins calling my phone or being my mom and dad. But, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. And so, I'm just excited that, I, get a chance to have another one.
How you done shopping?
You said what?
How have you done shopping-wise?
Yeah. Stuff for kids. My parents got a little something. My girlfriend got a little something. Had to get my dog something too. So this Christmas is gonna be good for them.
When they ask you what you want, what do you have on your wish list?
I just want to play football on Christmas. So next year I'm just trying to get on Sunday football or whatever Christmas is on Friday next year. I'm just trying to play in front of the whole world.
Where'd you get your dog?
What?
Where'd you get your dog?
Big ass bones. It's a bone.
How about the offensive line?
The O-line, I'm gonna hook them up. I ain't got them their gift yet, but it's gonna be in their locker soon.
Good.